let's get started on making our own project inspired by the story Unicorns Don't Scribble. On a piece of colored construction paper, you can choose any color you want. Make sure you get your name and class code on the back. Then grabbing some crayons, let's start scribbling. When I started making my scribble marks, I wanted to, number one, change colors so that my scribbles are not all in the same color, but instead a variety of colors, a variety of lines that are scribbly. Some of them look wavy, curly, dashed, zigzag, diagonal, scribble lines when they're all put together. The other thing that I didn't want to forget about, because I know that my unicorn is going to be placed mostly in the center, focus also on the edges. I don't want all your scribbles just focused right into the middle. I want your scribbles to cover the entire page, all the way from one side to the other side of the page. Now that I've got my scribbling done and I set that aside, fold your paper into 4 sections. Once you fold it into 4 sections, I'm going to start about in the top part or the top quadrant, make a big C and come down with a diagonal line. I added an ear and I drew another diagonal line. This is a nice silhouette or edge shape of my unicorn. Now let's do some details. I'm going to go ahead and add on 2 eyes, another ear, maybe some eyeballs, maybe some eyelashes, whatever you want. Think your unicorn might be winking, and one eye might be closed and another might be beginning. I'm also going to add on a nice big triangular shape for the horn. To draw the crayons at the top, oh, I forgot, let's put on the mane as well. A nice zigzag line and a smile. Okay, going back up to that horn, I'm going to start out by making the crayons as a rectangle and a triangle on top. Every crayon has those same shapes, rectangle with a triangle on top. I'm also adding an oval and a thick line so that it starts to look more like a crayon. That crayon shape is just a little too skinny, so I'm going to erase it and try again. A nice, thicker rectangle, triangle on top, thick line, and an oval. These really do start to look like crayons on the top of the unicorn's head. There. This is looking pretty good. A lot of crayons up there to make lots of scribbles. Okay, now that I've got my unicorn done, I'm going to go ahead with my black crayon or Sharpie, whichever is available, and start to outline over top of all of my pencil work. Boy, it's a lot easier to see it outlined in black, don't you think? So much easier. All right, now that everything's been outlined in black and you can see it a little bit better, let's go on to the next step. When you take your scissors, carefully go around the overall shape of your unicorn. You'll notice that I'm turning my paper when I'm starting to cut out some of those difficult shapes. You can do it that way, or if you want to cut out the easiest shapes first and then go back in and get some of those more challenging shapes. Either way, whichever works best for you. Nice and slow, easy does it. And now that I've got my unicorn cut out, I'm going to take a glue stick, put some glue on the back side of my project, and glue that in place onto my scribble artwork. I like to also flip it to the back and give it a good press, and there you have it. Happy art making. Thanks for watching.